my first question is, do you remember the very first time that you listened to the Beatles?
Yes, it was on the border between childhood and adolescence. Yeah, it was in 65, 64, 65. I was 13, 14 years old in a village in the western of Romania, on the border with the former Yugoslavia. And it was a German village, there are a lot in the region. And each summer, relatives, which from the people in the village, lived in West Germany, they are coming to visit their families. And a lot of them, they had kids also in my age, and they come with records. So I heard the Beatles already in 64, and I remember it was a single from the album Beatles for Sale, rock and roll music, and we were all going completely crazy, and we danced the entire night on this one song, again and again and again on repeat. And in the morning, when I was going at home, very late, I was in my bed, and as a child, and I understood. I had the feeling that we are diving now in a other sea of feelings, which will be the sea of our generation. We had the feeling of this major shift, paradigm shift.
But
yeah.
What was the first time that you realized that you want to do this movie? Things we said today.
Yeah, this was much later. It was I don't know, 20 years ago, probably, 15. Yeah, between 2005 and 2010, I was working on my last film. From this trilogy about the end of the Soviet bloc, the biography of Nicolae Ceausescu, and then I asked myself what I want to do after this, and the answer was I had the feeling it's enough with I did enough with the introspection of my historical biography, and I wanted to make one or two films concerning the private, the emotional biography. And so I told me I will try to make a film about the pop revolution in the 60s, which shaped our emotional profile and changed the social psychological paradigm of the world.
But what was the main difficult thing in shooting the movie?
Yeah, the main difficulty was the rights for the music, and then also the rights for the images, because they are very expensive, and so the financing was a problem for a non-fiction film. It's an expensive film. At least it was almost 2 million, you know, and after the border of 1 million, it was very difficult to find the rest of the financing. The European film funds were not interesting to finance an American movie because in fact it's an American movie, and the Americans they don't finance European movies, you know, and it was a nightmare. Yeah.
So, what's your favorite Beatles song? Distinguish it today or not?
Well, like in literature with the great classic books, they changed. You have some years this, some years this. For a while it was things which we said today. Then for other period, Blackbird was my favorite. Then A Long and Winding Road, it was another one, and now is the Fool of the on the Hill. Yeah, it's actually my favorite. Yeah.
My last question is: do you remember the very first time that you came here in Italy?
Yes, it was on the very beginning of my exile. We quit Romania in spring '81, and 1 year later, I do with my family the first holiday in the West, and the first holiday was in Italy. Yeah, and the first city I saw in Italy was Siena. Yeah, yeah, unforgettable. Yeah.
But who's your favorite director? Your main reference?
My favorite director?
Yeah.
No?
Yeah.
In general?
Ever, yeah.
My favorite director, this is also sometimes it's between Bresson, Dreyer, and Kubrick.
Oh.
Good
choice.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Grazie.